Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. It is a very cold Halloween here in southwestern Utah. Cold front just came through 2 days ago, and man, whoop, dropped the temps below freezing. So here we are, man. I'm heading out for another tour of southwestern Utah, and I hope you'll join me. The first tour, part one, is I did a big loop that kind of went out of southwestern Utah, briefly into Arizona, then back into, and the pinnacle of that was riding through the east side of Zion National Park. It's a fantastic ride. Anyway, I thought I would follow it up with another part two. And this ride, now I'm in the extreme southwestern corner of Utah, so coming out of St. George. And the part of the desert I'm going to ride through is I'm going to cut through the Beaver Dam Mountains. I'm actually going to kind of circumnavigate the Beaver Dam Mountains, if I'm trying to make this make sense, so bear with me. First, I'm going to go up, and like I just said, I'm going to cut through the Beaver Dam Mountains through a pass called Bulldog Pass. I'm going to come down the side of that, and that's going to put me in the West Desert. It's kind of almost on the border of Nevada, and I'm going to come up through there, and then I'm going to head out to Beaver Dam Wash, which is right on the Utah-Nevada border, and I'm going to cut through the desert there and swing back around and come around the Beaver Dam Mountains back into civilization. I hope all that made sense, because it really didn't make sense to me, so maybe it didn't here. Anyway, come along. Gonna have some really great scenery, some good riding on this cold, I was about to say winter day, but it's not winter at all, on this cold Halloween day. Happy Halloween. And yeah, we'll go have a look. And if you're not from the area, you'll get to see some of the amazing scenery extreme southwestern Utah has to offer. Now, this is just a scratch on the surface. There's so much to explore and to ride out here. So this is just not all there is. This is just a particular ride and loop that I like to do. I am keeping track of the mileage today, and I'm kind of thinking maybe 90 miles, maybe 100, pushing it for this loop, most of it being in the dirt, in the desert. So there you have it. Join me. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. Let's go have a look. First, let me just give you a quick orientation here. You can see the mountains in the background. Those are the Beaver Dam Mountains. To my right, my finger kind of pointed in the right direction, hopefully, that is West Mountain Peak. A lot of radio towers and stuff up there. I actually made it to that summit on my Yamaha XC250. You ought to check out that video. It was gnarly. Anyway, Bulldog Pass is off to my left here. We're going to go up through the pass through this section of the Beaver Dam Mountains, and we're going to come down the west side of it into the desert, back out on the highway, and then we're going to ride on the western side of the Beaver Dam Mountains out in the lower desert, then come back around and come out here. So this is a fantastic loop ride. It'll take, a few hours or all day, depending on how you want to do it. You kind of get up in the mountains, you kind of get down the lower desert, you get into the Joshua trees. It's just a fantastic ride. All right, well, there's your orientation. Let's go get it. All right, we're going to be taking the Mojave Desert Joshua Tree Scenic Backway first. I've done multiple videos out here. I do a lot of riding out here. This is a really cool area. Not just to ride motorcycles, but you can do some really awesome hiking up in the mountains here. There's a couple peaks back there you can bag, one of them being Jarvis Peak. Also, there's some caving you can do back here. The Bloomington Caves are back here. You do need a permit to get in there, but if you're into that kind of stuff, occasionally Jen and I will go out there and do a little caving. But cavers are their own breed, not really for the faint of heart, and I struggle with it. Whew, man, let me tell you, cavers got my respect. All right, we're not on the asphalt for very long before we get on the dirt. So for the most part, on this section of the ride, it's pretty much hard packed gravel road, easy riding. When I get up through the pass there and come down on the western side, I mean, depending on what kind of weather is moved through, it can be somewhat interesting. Nothing technical, just, you know, a little chunky, gravelly, not a big deal. Any adventure bike will be fine. Beautiful out here, beautiful day. All right, just got off the road for a second. Wanted to come up here, this little ridge here, and have a look. Beautiful area. Oh yeah. We're not to the pass yet, but it's still fantastic to pull over and have a look. But you know, it's even better. Let's go up in the air and have a look. Right. Whoa. Whew, and we're back at it. This section, as we head up to Bulldog Pass, is pretty chill. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a really big, wide, hard-packed, lightly gravel dirt road. You can just cruise this. All right, straight ahead to the horizon, that's Bulldog Pass. We gotta go down a little bit. Yeah, it gets a little loose here. Nothing too bad. Make our way up to the pass. This is it, Bulldog Pass. I know you're here with these big old power lines, but the view to the west is pretty great. I'm not going to stop. Generally, this is the place to stop and chill for a second right here. A little crackling, the electricity as it pulses through those lines there, so I'm just going to keep on moving. And wow, a little soft sand right there. And push on down this, but the views to the west, once we get down a little farther, are very nice. Oh yeah. This is a section I was recalling. It's not bad. Sometimes it can be a little gnarly, but today, it's not so bad. So once you get down from the pass, you're kind of back on a nice hard-packed dirt road again. A little more chunkier on this side than coming in, but overall, easy ride for the most part. There you go, look at that view. That's looking into Nevada. Right, that section is done. Coming on Old Highway 91, going to head back up and get on our section of dirt, and we'll go around that whole section of the Beaver Dam Mountains. Come at it from the west, then head north, and then come south. It's awesome. Back on the dirt. This is another big, wide, hard-packed dirt road. I even passed the grader. This is regularly graded, so this is easy riding. But I'm about to get off it and take a little detour to take me around the Beaver Dam Mountains off right behind me here. And I think this is my turn right here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. This is kind of the secondary dirt road. Now this one can get a little gnarly in some sections, but that makes it fun. And just for orientation's sake, looking off in this direction are the Beaver Dam Mountains, and I've done a few videos coming off this particular area here is known as Hellhole, and that's a very interesting ride up through that or down it. But West Mountain Peak is back over there. That's what I mentioned at the very beginning of the video when I stopped on the side of the road. And then off in the distance here, you've got the Mormon Mountain Range way off on the horizon. And then that like trench looking thing, if the camera's even picking that up very well, is the Beaver Dam Wash. And we're just going to head and kind of circumnavigate these mountains here. Not a full circle, but kind of like maybe a U shape, I guess. You know what? This looks like it's been graded as well. Looks like we got a pretty relaxing ride for the most part. We'll see. You never know what you'll run into out in the desert. Awesome scenery back here. Rugged country for sure. However, as we move into late fall into winter, this is the ideal time to be riding out here. It does warm up, but boy, if you get caught out here at night, whew, it gets cold. Yep, lots of tight turns on this section. Yeah, this is a particularly good section here when you're coming from the other direction. It's a steep, loose ride up to a tight corner. But it's a piece of cake going this direction. We got some breeze through this section right here. It opens up. Whoa. Whoa. Wind really can howl through here sometimes. Alright, we're in the Joshua Tree Forest now. This is a cool section. I'm going to take a little break down here and grab some lunch before I continue on and drop into Beaver Dam Wash. But man, I love Joshua trees. Every kind of shape you can imagine. If you have the opportunity, spend some time in a Joshua Tree Forest. Come out during a full moon and check them out. Man, they are trippy. nice. It's a good little place to chill. Moving on. That was some cool views, weren't they? I like Joshua Trees. Way chill. Now we're gonna go down into the wash and go back up. Right, heading back up now to some elevation. I'm gonna ride this kind of like spine up. This is awesome. It's awesome coming down it because you get a good view of Beaver Dam Wash, but going up should be pretty cool. Alright, so that's looking down into Beaver Dam Wash. Dramatic, huh? Pretty cool. In the distance, some more mountains. This distance right here, that's Flat Top Mountain. Just to the east of it is Jackson Peak. And then the Beaver Dam Mountains behind me right here. So we're coming around. And then we'll head up there. And then way off in the distance, that's the Red Mountain Wilderness. Yeah, so much to see and do out here. Very nice. Good, clean fun. All right, we are on the main drag. Now this road here will take us all the way back to the asphalt. And it's pretty much this, just a big, wide, chill dirt road. Just gonna head down the road here and get on back to the asphalt. right, we're about out of here. Just around the corner, we'll be back on the asphalt. And that's the dirt loop. Get back, well, there it is right there, asphalt. Get right out here to the main drag, and this will take us all the way back into St. George. That's a nice loop in the desert, man, let me tell you. Cool scenery. Good riding. Good, clean fun. There you have it. Well, that was that was part 2 of touring Southwestern Utah. I guess I could do quite a bit more, but like I mentioned both in the first video and this one, it's, you know, it's barely scratching the surface. There's so much good riding out here, whether it's if you just want to stick to the asphalt and check out places or get on the dirt or both. I mean, you name it, you can do it. So there you have it, folks. Thank you for taking the time to watch our content. I got lots more content on the way. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That helps us out tremendously, and it is free. We do also offer a guide service. You can check us out at precipiceagrind.com. If you want to come out here and do some riding, we do custom guides, so you know, have a look. Don't be shy. Folks, stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.